Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So tonight I'm going to do a pearl pour with a dirty pour cup, if that makes sense. So, but before I do, I'm actually going to show you my artwork is dry. So the silver's starting to shine a bit, the colours look good. It's got some, you can tell that's on wood when you get up close because you can see a little bit of the grain in it. So super happy with this. I could not be more happier. Even though the other colours turned out good as well, I don't know what it is. This green one, it's lively. That's the only word I can use to describe it. It's bright and happy. So I'm super happy. So that's going aside. So I'm thinking of entering that one into a little local art show, just for fun, just to see what people think. So back to the pour. So this time I am doing a pearl pour, but I'm going to mix my colours up as a dirty pour instead of mixing them layered like I have done before. And I'm not going to do a ring, I'm not going to do a jiggle, I'm just going to pour it straight in. I have used phthalo blue, light purple, purple, white and black, all in marte. And the three purple, purple and blue are 25 grams paint and 50 grams Floetrol. The black and white are 10 grams paint, 20 grams Floetrol. And the pearl colour is Extreme Sheen, or decoart Extreme Sheen Stirling Silver. So, hoping to see how that works out. So now it is time to get these done. So like a normal dirty pour, I'm going to put just a little bit in the bottom. I'm just going to give everything a quick stir before I start pouring, because that's the best way for me to do it. I get that stick out, it's half broken anyway. So I'm just pouring a little bit in at first, and then I increase the amount that I put in as I go, because usually the last bit is what comes out last, and I kind of want it to be a mixture, not a big solid colour. So these feel a little bit, well, because I've been doing swipes, I can actually feel the weight in these. Because they are thicker than what I've been doing the last few days. So the weather has warmed up a little bit now. It is not so spring-like. I mean, not so winter-like. It's more spring, which is kind of good because I was waiting for a little bit warmer weather. It's making things a little bit easier for me. And I'm not going to be pouring these in any particular order. I'm just pouring them in. I do try to do a certain kind of order to a degree, but nothing spectacular. Whatever happens, happens. And it's just a matter of keep going, doing different bits and pieces. I can see the colours looking quite cool inside the cup. I might use the rest of the white now, get that out of the way because the cups are getting a bit low. So I have had so much fun doing those swipes, and I feel like I kind of got it down pretty good. So, but I need to give it a break because I need to give you guys a different video for a change. I can't keep giving you the same videos. So I've planned my next colours I'm going to do with them. Because I'm trying to do an assortment of colours. I like the purple one, but I actually wondered how the purple one would have looked if I had to put something like the magenta. It's like a quinquadron magenta or something. I can't pronounce all these colours. Some of them are very strange named colours. I'm not quite used to using them. And they're not names I have really come across a lot until I use paint. So I'm much better speaking Latin with my plants than I am speaking strange names with paint. So I try to take some of my colour schemes from the garden. I got quite a nice colourful garden. A little bit overgrown at the moment. I haven't had a chance to get out there and do a lot over winter. Well, I had surgery, so I couldn't really do much anyway. So it was recovery time while I did some painting, because painting is kind of a good relax for me. Alrighty. There we go. So they're all in there. That's my cup. I can see there's different bits. Alright, now move that aside. So what I'm going to do is get my gloves on, because as soon as I start pouring, it's pretty close to tilting relatively straight away. Let's make sure it's recording. Yep, it's recording. I'm so worried about it not recording anymore since I've had a couple of fails. Well, one stopped working and one was blurry. I think two have come out blurry, so I haven't been able to upload them. And they've always been quite nice ones, so I like to check if me mixing the cup doesn't turn out. That's not so bad, but I don't want to miss the actual pouring of the paint and the tilting. So give the silver another stir. So last time I did this, I used the Decoart Americana metallics. This one I'm using the extreme sheen. So let's hope it turns out, because I get so disappointed when I do a pearl pour and it doesn't work. You got all that effort to make beautiful metallic paint. And for me over here in Australia, by the time I've ordered it in and everything like that, it's not the cheapest paint. So you want it to kind of work. Alrighty. There we go. Now I have to try to make sure I get the center. I tend to sometimes pour these not in the center. So I'm going to pinch my cup and I'm just going to do a straight pour. I'm not going to mess around. Okay. So here we go. Pouring it off one way. I go slow at first, and then as it gets close to the corner, I do a quick little pour over, and then I come back. And then go to the other side. Same thing, get it close. Once it starts going, tip it over and come back. Bring the paint back down to the middle. Now we're going to go do this top one. Paint's getting there as it gets close. Pour it over and come back. Bring it down. I hope you guys can still see. If not, I don't want to mess around because it's the pearl pours. But I'm just doing the bottom corner like I've done the other corners. Keep it going. Paint slowing down. Over the corner. And then bring it back. And then I'm going to stop where I feel the composition is. I don't mind that. I'm probably going to lose part of it with the pearls. So I'm going to check my corner. That corner's done. Tiny dab on that corner. And a little bit of a dab on that corner. Okay, I'm going to wipe my gloves off, and I can see pearls starting to form. Fantastic. I've tried these with other paints before, and I didn't have as much luck, so I get a little bit disheartened and disappointed, but it looks like it's working. So, I'm going to get out my torch. I blow the torch these days because sometimes dust forms on it when I haven't used it for a few days. And then when I start shaking it or heating up the canvas, I see bits of dust fly off. It's very, very windy where I live at the moment. And that's kind of caused a lot of dust to appear out of nowhere, and it's frustrating. Alright, so I'm just going to heat it from a distance. There is bubbles in this. I could see it as I was pouring it. I think because it was a dirty pour too, you end up creating bubbles a little bit. So I'm just going around, popping bubbles. And just heating up the paint so the pearls can make their way through. So using a silver paint, some of these pearls are going to take on the colour of the purple and the blues. It always happens when I use the silver on these coloured pours. So I'm just heating the paint, not aggressively, and moving the heat gun around as I do it. I've seen some people do pearl pours and they get that many pearls, there's really not much of the actual artwork left, which is pretty cool in a way, but I don't think this one's going to do it. I think I'm going to get them around the edges and not so much in the middle. Okay. So still just heating it up in no particular area, just moving it around. Looks like I'm going to get a reasonable amount of cells, but I mean pearls, but not a ton, which is kind of good in a way because you want the painting to show up as well. Alright, I think I've heated it enough now. I don't want to overheat it. Now, make sure you put your blowtorch where it's not touching anything. It is super hot and it will burn or melt or catch something on fire. You've got to be careful with those things. So I've got mine in the middle of my concrete floor where it's not going to touch anything, even if it does fall over, but I'm watching it. Okay. Oh, and while this is some pearls are coming up, I want to say thank you everybody. I have 250 subscribers. I didn't know how long it was going to take to get subscribers. I know there's people out there with 200,000, but I'm pretty excited about having 250. I'd love to have 200,000, but yeah, I don't think I'm that good. But no, 250 is really, really good, and I'm really excited. It gives me it just gives me joy and makes me think that what I'm doing is actually pleasing to people. So I love that. I hope I bring joy teaching people and showing what I do. And if people want to copy and try to recreate it, or even recreate their own style of what I do, fantastic. That is what it is all about. I don't teach you and show you how to do these so then you can't do them. I teach you to do them so then you can do them, or do your own style on them. That's the joy that it actually brings me when someone says to me, oh, this is what I did. I try to recreate, or I used your painting as inspiration. That actually makes my day so wonderful. It's hard to explain. I really, really do take a lot of pleasure in people telling me that they've tried to do something that's the same as what I've done. And yeah, it's really, really happy. I kind of never expected that in a way. I thought I'd make a YouTube channel just for fun. And yeah, it's really made me quite happy how people have taken it. So yeah, keep it up, and if you do things that you saw me do and you wanted to do the same, show me. Tag me in the Facebook groups or whatever, because yeah, it's quite fun to see what people do. So I think I'm going to have to leave this a little bit longer to see if I get more pearls. I probably won't get new pearls. I may just get the pearls I've already got get bigger. Usually after a few minutes, what hasn't come up is only what's going to come up. You're not going to get more, but they will change in size and shape. But I've got them all around this end, up there, over here, and just a slighter bit. So there's kind of a little bit of a gap here, but they're all over the edge of this canvas on every side, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to pause it and let the pearls develop. While that's happening, I'm going to use the scraper and scrape around the edges, tidy up my cups, and I'll be back in approximately 10 minutes. Okay, see you soon. And we're back. So it's been probably 10 minutes. So the cells have expanded, but I haven't got, pearls, I haven't got more. But that's cool. I don't mind. It kind of looks a little bit like a black hole's developed over here, which is pulling all the space in, and it's kind of sucking some stars in from the outside. Sorry, I lean on my table, which wobbles. It looks pretty cool. It's different. What I find is when I do pours, it's like when I did that bunch of swipes. I'm best to do a few of them all in a row, because each time you do it, you kind of develop and learn and get better at it. So I haven't done a pearl pour most of winter. I've tried them, but they haven't worked out. So I think the dirty pour worked well here. It kind of started to get a bit lost here, which was only small, but by stretching it out, it kind of got a bit bigger. So it's different. I like the colors. I kind of prefer, if I had the whole painting like this, that would be cool. If I had the whole painting like this, that would be cool. But I'm not 100% on the difference on it. But it does kind of give that different effect. But this is really cool where you've got the colours that are blending through. I quite like that. I think this is at the beginning where I put the colours in at the beginning. They weren't so, it wasn't so dirty at that point. So, oh, pardon me, sorry. But the pearls are coming up nice. They are developing colours like seats, pulling in some colours from elsewhere, where the centre's staying quite silver and the ring around is kind of speckled. But they're quite cool. So I'm going to bring you down for a closer look. They may still develop more as time goes on, but I'm not going to sit here with the camera loaded up and waiting for more to happen. I think you can see the effects. If it develops a lot more, I will take photos. If it doesn't, then there's not really going to be much difference. So I want to do this. I want to do this again, but I want to try different colors. I need to order more mont paints because I only got a selection of like 1 or 2 of each color, like a purple, a blue, turquoise. I really need to get some of the other colors that I didn't get the first time. So I'm going to do that. And that will give me a little bit more of an assortment to make kind of different patterns and different colors. But let me pause it and bring you down. So there we go. Pearls around most of the border, a little bit sparse at this bottom part here, but that doesn't matter. Pearls always seem to sometimes give you a more sparser end. So let's go down and have a look at these closer. See how they're a bit speckled on the outside and solid in the middle. And this is quite cool. It does have quite a few different effects through it. I wonder what it would look like if the whole painting was like that. And then you got this area, which is blended really nice. The colours have mixed well without over mixing. You got nice lacing in that through here. But yeah, so I'm going to try this again. I'm hoping I might have to mix up some of my own colours to get something a bit different. Because I tried it with the Iraldo and it didn't work with the Iraldo. So I have to use the Mont. And I haven't tried with Holcroft. Holcroft paints are a little bit more expensive, so this uses up more paint than a swipe. So I haven't got to that yet. I don't make any money off my YouTube videos yet. So all of this comes out of my own pocket. So I have to be a little bit choosy with what paints I use for what type of a pour. But yeah, awesome. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this. Share them, like them, subscribe if you haven't already, leave comments, and I will see you tomorrow for another painting. All right, have a good night, everyone. Bye.